show, and we've been sitting here talking about food and everything.
I love this. Montel is actually feeding you your own stuff. I love this.
What do you mean my own stuff?
Oh, you give him. You ever been to Steak and whatever it is? He goes, oh, geez.
Yeah, I go Steak and Chicken. He goes, no, come on.
You gotta be kidding, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell it like it is. What can I say? You know what I mean? Well, here's part of the problem because I travel so much. I mean, literally, I've been this week alone. I will be in 8 cities in the next 10 days, or
wow.
in the last 10 days.
You running for president?
I'm still waiting to make that decision. I gotta get my bus stretch wrapped. And then I gotta find a couple places to
visit.
Pull up.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
but maybe I think though before I do, I'm going to take the historical tour in a book first.
I love it.
You want to? Yeah, in a book, exactly. Because I was going to ask you about Paul Revere.
Study first. You know what I'm saying?
One of the things
I remember the song. You know? Okay, but got it.
We wanted to talk about Fisher House. We wanted to talk about you and I were talking about the kitchen, and I think this is a great thing to point out about Fisher House is that this kitchen is the kitchen for the people who live here. They consider it home. And you were talking about when you were making breakfast or whatever you were doing. They were like, "Who's that guy down in the kitchen? What's he doing in our kitchen?" And I think this is great.
It's the reason why this is built. It's built so that, again, people don't understand that families, our soldiers are coming back from war with injuries that take up to 2 to 3 years to even get a baseline recovery from. And there are people who get an opportunity to stay at a Fisher House for a year and a half for free. Let's make sure we get this straight. If Fisher House was built on a military base, the military charges their own to sleep overnight. Fisher House picks up the tab. So let's just start there. And then to do so, they said, well, we got to make this into a place that's a respite, because families spend, 80% of their time during the day at the hospital. Sometimes they come here alone at home, come alone after they've been with their loved one in the hospital. So what do? They go in the kitchen. They try to get something for comfort. They're in the kitchen. They get to talk to another family that just got back, just like in everybody's home.
Get a little support.
Yeah, support. The kitchen's a place that we all kind of gravitate to.
That's right.
So that's their space. Now, of course, they're happy when somebody can come in and, they come back from the hospital at 11 o'clock and, dang, there's a hot meal. Hey, big old crab cakes. Okay, it's fun. But when they first walk in the door, the first reaction is, who's in our kitchen? What's up? Did they move my food?
And everybody's got a drawer with their name on it where their food is in. And this helps people recover a lot faster, and they get support with each other. But I just think it's a great story because it really shows how this is a place where people can kind of rally.
Last week I was in Sacramento, and I'm doing some business there, so I hosted their morning CBS television show, Good Day Sacramento, all week, 5 days in a row. But I decided before I even got out of town, I got a hold of some people over at the Travis Air Force Base where there's a Fisher House over there, and we did a live shot from Fisher House. Because part of the other problem is that as much as they do for so many, so few know.
That's right.
That's right.
And we all need to know. I mean, it's time to start, you start looking into the news and you see what's going on with our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. You see it. It's in the paper every day. As much as we all jumped up and down during the last election and said, I support the troops, that's become some sort of a cliche moniker. Let's get your butt up and do something. It's like right now, there's an opportunity here today. You have people here who are philanthropically moved to say, look, I'm going to put up X amount of dollars if the public will reach out and try to match us. So we need some donations today.
Yeah, KTLKFM.com.
Every single penny that goes into building these facilities comes from public donations. Period. Public and private.
I got a question for you. You were and jump in if you Tom.
Let's make it clear. We've got another donor who's agreed to match up to $5,000. Please go to the website now and be generous. Give as much as you can. Support these military men and women and their families. Show them that they've made a sacrifice for us. Let's make a sacrifice for them so that they can have the place that is a Fisher House to recover. Go ahead, Bob.
I was going to ask you. You were in the military for something like 22 years,
22.
And you started out Marine, you ended up in the Navy intelligence. Why doesn't the military? I shouldn't say why doesn't, but why can't they? We were told that they'll fly somebody once to see a loved one. So if they end up at Walter Reed, they'll go there once. And this is the reason for the Fisher House is that they do the airfare matching and everything else. Why can't the military?
Did you want to get me started this early in the morning?
I do that to Tom every morning.
You know what? Okay, see, here's the problem, and I'm sorry. Take a look at the news today. We're going to be screaming and crying about, do we get the raise the limit on the debt. And we cry, baby, we got to cut this bill.
You sound like Bob.
Well, I'm starting to sound like half of the, okay, so at the end of the day, what no one's paying attention to is that some of those cuts are coming from our troops.
That's right.
They're cutting our troops. Now, I'm sorry. I believe this, and I believe this with my soul. We are only here because of them. Period. So the problem isn't because of the military. The problem is us. Us listening right now don't have the intestinal fortitude to call your representative and tell them, don't cut the troops. And while you're at it, call what number to make sure you donate and match?
KTLKFM.com.
Well, call and match, and thanks for hanging out. And thanks for letting me come on.
Hey, absolutely. Montel Williams, thanks for joining us here at Fisher House Live. Bob Davis and Tom Emmer. And thank you to all the guests we had this morning. It's been great. And hopefully we'll be back soon.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody for their generosity. Keep giving.
Thank you for your generosity.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Montel. We'll see you back tomorrow at News Talk 1.